Hello wonderful people, it's Genevieve and I teach illustration here on YouTube. And a couple weeks ago I got this comment which made me realize that a lot of basic Procreate features are kind of hidden. What do you mean there's not a button to add a drop shadow or outline? So we're fixing that with this new series I call Procreate Loves Hiding Simple Features in Random Places, so I'm finding them for you. Today we're talking about your biggest frenemy when it comes to creating line art, StreamLine. StreamLine is why some brushes will give you insanely wobbly strokes, while some others create curves so smooth they look fake. StreamLine is a super simple setting that can completely make or break your entire Procreate drawing experience. So grab your iPad and let's look into it. First, you want to open the Brush Studio by double tapping on a brush. And I know it can be scary sometimes to start playing with brush settings because you might be worried you're going to break how the brush actually behaves and what makes it that brush. But I promise that what we're going to tweak here is only going to change how much or how little Procreate forces your line to behave. So there's really no way you can break a brush with what we're going to do here. And even if we did, I'm going to show you a way to reset everything at the end. So once you're in the Brush Studio, go ahead and select the Stabilization tab right here on the left and just play with the StreamLine amount. The general guidelines are that anything under 20% will give you a natural line, so that's your wobblier brushes. 30 to 50% is generally considered the nice in-between, so something that is smooth but still feels hand-drawn, while anything under 80% will give you lines that look really artificial. I personally find that anything over 30 to 40% starts getting a little bit too smooth for my own art, but you might very well find that it would work for your style, so the key here is really just to try a lot of things. Each brush has a default StreamLine amount, which was created or picked, I guess, to match the main use case the creator wanted for that brush. Line art and lettering brushes especially will usually have fairly high StreamLine amounts, while texture brushes or sketching brushes will have lower stabilization levels. But think of those as just starting points. So if there's a brush that you really like, there's nothing that says you cannot duplicate it, so swiping it towards the left in your brush library and then tapping duplicate. And then create multiple versions of that brush. Let's say one with 15 to 20% StreamLine to use for sketching, maybe one with no StreamLine at all to set as your eraser, and then another version with 40% StreamLine to use for line art and outlines. And as I mentioned, if you want to go back to the original brush settings at any point, you can just reset everything by going in the About This Brush section and tapping Reset right here. You can also tap here to create a reset point if you want to save your new settings as the new baseline, but be careful because that means there's no way you will be able to then reset back to the default original brush settings. Well, I guess that's not true. You could always just reinstall the brush, but that can really be a pain, so just be aware of that before you create a reset point. Now, I want to know, what else are you trying to do in Procreate that the app is making extra hard for some reason? Is it drop shadows or outlines or something else? Please let me know in the comments because I am determined to figure it out for you. In the meantime though, check out this playlist to discover more hidden Procreate features and make sure to subscribe right here so you don't miss more tips just like this one. I'll see you in the next video.